I don't know how to test if there's no sound or not. Gotta take the microphone with me. Looks like we're making sound. I can see sound. But can you guys? Oh, now you got sound. All right. Yeah, I didn't even change anything. This thing, I don't know. For all that are saying that we need we need Jimmy here. We need Jimmy not to mess everything up when he leaves. We're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
I got a notification that said that we're live.
Yeah. Well, I clicked the button and it went auto live instead of.
It went like for sure.
Yeah.
It gave you no warning.
That's
what happens.
Yeah.
It gives you no warning.
So I introed your show on mute somehow.
Did you do it on mute?
Apparently. And now we can do a proper intro.
Now we can do a proper intro.
Yes.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Ooh.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Internet! Happy Friday, everybody. What's up? Are we being super entertaining now because we're late?
I hope so.
We had no sound. We had technical difficulties. We got no noodle eggs here. He decided to run off into the wild, doing whatever the wild noodle eggy thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
I assumed he was going to be here, and then he decided not to be.
He had work to do.
He was like, dude, I don't want to be here, bro.
He has B-roll footage, infinite to shoot for 2 unboxings and all that kind of stuff. So
right.
I was like, you need to go to work, and we'll just do this, this thing. And then we made it harder by switching the camera angle, and then that thing being wonky.
Yeah, we had no sound.
Yeah, so
The audio interface was not working. So if anybody was wondering, like, what happened, that's what it was all about. And we're going to have Inception here for a second. Well, there we go. See that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was weird, right? Mainly just so I can open up the chat on my phone. There we go. Because we don't have the technical skill of the noodle eggs in the background, so we can't see what's happening with like super chats or any of that stuff.
We switched microphones because everyone complained that Joel was too loud on the Real Fish Talk. So we switched microphones, and now people are complaining I'm too hot. And
are you too loud now?
That's what they say. The weird part is they're set the exact same way.
They're set exactly the same.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's weird, right?
Yeah, we'll just have to play with it some more. And,
what mic is that? Hold on. Check this out. Whoa!
You're just gonna make it worse somehow.
What mark? Well, if you talk into it.
Oh, I'm talking into it. Talking. Oh, can you figure it out?
I can figure it out.
Figuring it out. Bueller.
Littering.
Bueller. See, now a bunch of people are saying, "Oh, it sounds right to them."
Yeah.
So that
it was high.
It was high, I'm told.
It was turned up high. It was turned up super high.
Maybe Jimmy does that to sabotage you.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, we need to get Joel off the show. Yeah, we'll turn him to 5 3/4.
We'll turn him up super loud.
Yeah.
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 So I think that's probably one of the Jimmy conspiracies, if there was one.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Jimmy conspiracy. The conspiracy theory. All right, I'm checking here. We got no super chats. But on the downside, I guess we'll have to like address the super chats super fast if they come in. Okay, never mind. Because I have to go.
You can scroll, bro.
I have to go to the Patreon. That's what I got to do.
Because
today's Friday.
Don't worry, you won't get any super chats. It will be a non-issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably broken anyhow. Would be my guess. Yes. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about real quickly today, right out the gate, so we can get the business stuff out of the way, right? The business, which is if you don't have the notifications turned on, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, I'm tired of talking about YouTube and the YouTube changes and how YouTube changes stuff. If you guys are like me, you guys will notice that a bunch of things have happened. What's going on? What did you do now?
Everyone's saying I'm too low.
Now you're too low now?
Everyone says I'm too quiet.
Man, that thing is...
It's very sensitive.
This thing is very sensitive.
We're running the cloud amplifiers on them.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, $5,000 in equipment only makes life harder.
No, I don't know that it makes life harder. It just makes it different.
Yeah.
It's different, right? Yeah, so not to talk about YouTube and all that kind of stuff, just be aware that YouTube has updated a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff is updated. So bear in mind that if there's a creator out there that you enjoy, you like, or any of that kind of stuff, you do need to go and hit the notification bell.
And on top of that. People run into this. The default setting when you click the notification bell is that you only get notified occasionally.
Right.
So you have to like click the notification bell and then click get all notifications, because the standard is, yeah, like 1 out of 5 times we'll let you know.
Well, yeah.
And everyone thinks that is like, oh, I'm going to get all of them. Like the default thing is occasionally, which is a super bummer, because it's like, oh, we're going to make you subscribe, then we're going to make you click the bell, and then we're going to occasionally serve it to you.
Right. Yeah. It's a little bit weird. And I get it. You know, it's the last thing that I ever want to necessarily introduce to the show is the like, hey, you know, YouTube's crazy. It's cray, bro. But it is changing, and it's just the nature of the thing that, like, if you enjoy YouTube and there are certain people on YouTube that you enjoy, there's an extra step now. Basically.
I feel like it's like going to your favorite lunch spot, and then like 6 times in a row, you're like, man, you're always running out of the macaroni salad. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's the chef's job or the waiter or waitress to go, yeah, if you get here at 11, we still have it. And that's kind of what we're doing. Like, oh yeah, just click these 2 buttons and you'll actually get it. If you don't want it, show up whenever. We might have macaroni and salad.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just, YouTube keeps changing it, and they're making it. The problem is, here's the problem. We'll get to your stuff. I don't know why I'm going so in depth, but basically, everyone signed up for YouTube. Everyone's got 1 million things they're subscribed to. Not everyone, but most people, like, have like 300 people they're all subscribed to. And if they notify everything, you'll get tired of YouTube. So they went back on that. Is that like a MIDI thing? Here's the problem. Basically, everyone signed up for. I'm getting trolled here.
Getting trolled live.
So they keep dialing back notifications, and you basically, I'm sure this will work for a while, and they're going to add another one. Like, do you really want to be notified?
Right. The big thing is that they have changed a bunch of stuff, and it's because they're I don't know. It's not like there's a book out there that says, like, this is how you build a road. You know what I mean? There's no like other YouTube to go, hey man, this is how you do it. Just to let you know, you guys are doing it wrong. So there's no roadmap, there's no instructions, there's none of that stuff. So they're trying to accommodate as best as they can. And one of the things that they did is they've changed the advertising, they've changed all that stuff. But this is what directly affects the people, right? The people that are actually on YouTube, right? So the
like
people
if you
that
actually want to get
it,
notified by the time the stream's over, you got to click that notify me every time, not the occasionally button.
The rest of the stuff they did does not really affect you guys at all.
Yeah.
Other than you got to go to get the all the time notification thing if it's somebody that you really want to watch. Like for me, I went to the Aquarium Co-op and I turned off the notifications and said stop notifying me because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Although he knows I'm joking because I only
have
notification
one
earlier, but
notification set for anyone, and it's your channel.
Oh, I thought it was for Taylor Swift.
No,
I thought that's Taylor.
Because I want to make sure I want to make as many of your live streams as I can because I enjoy being a part of them. But most other content, like I'm always on YouTube, so I'm watching the subscribe button. So most other content, I don't have to be right there.
Right.
But most people don't spend 12 hours a day sitting on the YouTube channel like me. Like, let me comb data.
Let me see what's going on here. Let me do the thing with the stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got a super chat here from Popsicle. Ooh. $20. Going huge.
Name.
Going huge. Get the orange.
You know how many popsicles that buys? A lot.
That's a lot of popsicles.
Especially if you buy the ones that come in the bag.
Oh, like bulk?
Yeah.
You buy popsicles in bulk.
Well, I don't, but I'm saying if you did,
You
it's a
could.
lot. Because
You
like
could do
$5 a bag, get 4
Or you could be
bags.
one of those weirdos that like
No.
makes their own like handcrafted. I make my
I feel like everyone out there
Handcrafted
has done that
popsicles.
once and then never again. And then everyone's got a junk drawer with like, no, that's the popsicle maker that no one uses. That's what I feel like.
right.
My wife bamboozles me with like, no, we're going to make them this time. And they'll make them
like
once.
free range popsicles.
Mm-hmm.
Free range organic.
Yeah,
Free
like,
range.
oh, no, don't worry. We'll spend all the time. We're going to, like blend all the fruit. We're going to do all these things. We're going to spend more money to make a popsicle once.
Right.
Yeah.
One time.
To
You
be
get
fair,
this
though,
one.
my wife is a popsicle maniac.
That's right. She's into them.
She loves them, and I mean, I'm not saying I'd never eat one, but I'm definitely like, if you asked her right now, she'd be like, "Yeah, I'll eat a popsicle." Like, all right, Whereas I'm like, we got any cake or anything? Like, oh, you got a popsicle? So,
Well,
yeah.
Well, thank you, Popsicle, for the super chat. It said, you won't get no super chats. This ain't no super chat.
No, it's from the streets, bro.
It's from streets.
Yeah.
We also got one from Canadian Style from Mr. B's Fishing Things. It says, because I like to see you scramble. Lols.
Yeah. We were hoping for an egg video.
We
I'm
gotta
still
figure it out.
waiting, by the way, for my video that was promised to me like 6 or 8 months ago. That was the
Oh, I
comparison.
gotta crack a store-bought egg.
Well, and I think it was like another type of egg. Like there was something where you're like, no, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna get all these eggs together and show you the difference.
Yep, I haven't gotten all the eggs together.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on some duck eggs
Yeah.
from a family source.
Mm.
But yeah, the eggs are different. But you've definitely gotten some of my eggs, so you should check those out. They're in your fridge. I don't know
Yeah.
what fridge or what.
I saw them on the
Okay,
counter
let me
last night.
rephrase that. They were bequeathed unto your wife,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have no idea where they went after that. So I don't know.
We actually threw them right at your house on the way while we were leaving.
Is that what that was?
That'd be gangster.
That would be funny.
Like take a dozen eggs from you or whatever and egg your
Just
own house.
Egg my house. Oh, thanks, man. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. Popsicles made of coconut popsicles. I don't know that I've ever had one, and that's because I like things that taste good. So,
Coconut popsicles?
yeah.
That doesn't sound bad,
No, it does.
does it?
Yeah. It reminds me of like a
What if you
lime
just
popsicle,
froze? What if
and
you
then
just
I'm
froze
like,
a coconut in the freezer and then hit it with a hammer?
Coconut's bad.
Coconut's bad? You don't like coconut?
So the guy that makes us coconut huts at the store, he goes through like a case of coconuts, and we can't figure out what to do with all the coconut meat. Because every once in a while, someone's like, yeah, I
Oh.
need that coconut meat. And then they're like, oh, that's a lot of coconut meat.
Oh, so he takes it out and then doesn't.
Yeah, because you got to take it out to make the cave, right?
Right.
But what do you do with an insane amount of coconut that has to be like, I mean, I guess you could like shred it and then toast it and like you could do all the things, but that's kind of like going, yeah, man, I need pumpkin caves. I need like 100 of them a month. And then you're like, yeah, what do you do with the contents of
all
100
the-
pumpkins?
With all the seeds and stuff?
Yeah. You just get lazy and you're like, yeah, I don't want to just do that all week.
Uh-oh, we have a super chat from... Uh-oh, it went away.
Oh no.
The chat scrolled.
Oh no. Oh no. We're lost.
We's lost. Hey, where's my moderators? Post the super chats.
My wife, the
Post
popsicle
the super
connoisseur-
chats in the moderator chat. That would be easier.
My wife, the popsicle connoisseur, says, meh, I'm not a fan of coconut popsicles. So there, the verdict is out.
Oh,
From someone she's eaten
Dorcula says
in
no.
a year more popsicles than I've eaten in my entire life, for sure. Yeah.
Oh. Mr. Gillett says yum. That's not the super chat. I don't know.
There's one I can see for $14.99.
I know. There's nothing I can... This isn't a touch
I
screen.
could make it happen. All right, you keep it going. We'll see what
All
I
right.
can do.
Well, I can keep it going. Either way. Yeah, so I think people are wondering why I'm up here on a Friday. You will get to see the in-depth reason as to why I'm here. It will come out on a video, and then you guys will be able to check it out via the power of the YouTube. You'll be able to check that out on there. I'm actually up here. We're going to drill some holes in the 800. We're going to drill some holes into Kobe's 800-gallon aquarium, and that is going to be a little bit stressful, I'm guessing. Oh, here we go. I've got it here in the moderator chat.
Oh, perfect.
See, I don't know. Quit messing with that. Quit messing with those buttons and whistles and stuff. You don't know what's going on. It's confusing. But it came from Matt Albertson, number 40. It's Matt Albertson, number 40.
Do you know what Albertsons with an S sounds like spelled backwards?
No.
Snosterblah.
That's the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that happened.
So Matt Snosterblah, or is it Tam Snosterblah? Or Snosterblah Tam, I guess. Yep.
Is that a thing? Is that what's happening right now?
Only my crazy family. Somehow they know that Albertsons backwards is Snosterblah, and I've known that since I was like 8. Don't need to know that.
That's weird.
First time I've ever gotten to use it in my life.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, maybe for your family, it's pretty common for my family.
Apparently.
Like if you were going to go to Albertsons, you just say, I got to go to Snosterblah.
Okay. You just got to go there?
Yeah. And the grocery outlet, it's called the Bent Can.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you know what grocery outlet is, it's a bent can for sure.
Yeah. So.
But Matt Albertson was asking blood reds and Corys.
My guess is
Yes or no?
blood red shrimp, like blood red or Bloody Mary shrimp.
I'm wondering what the blood reds are. Honestly. Maybe blood parrots. Maybe
Blood parrots and Corys would work.
they'd be fine. I can't imagine why there would be a problem.
Bloody Mary shrimp and Corys, they're going to eat some. You could probably get the colony to increase in size. Blood fin tetras would work. I'm trying to think of other blood red swordtails, maybe.
Oh,
That would work.
that would work.
Um,
Yeah, blood red swordtails for sure. Blood parrots. That's
he
fun.
said blood red parrots, so it is.
Oh, blood red
Yeah,
parrots.
yeah.
Okay.
I think you'd
yeah.
be fine with that. I've got corridors with my blood parrots right now. Haven't been a problem for me. Not that they're massive yet or anything. They're still small.
Weird.
Super weird.
That's super weird. It's super weird that we were talking about the blood parrots like right before the show. That's what I'm saying is weird.
Joel was commenting how weird it was that out of all of the things, all the fish that were in this room, and all the fish that left and dwindled down, that blood parrots made the cut.
William McCormick is asking, should I ask my boyfriend to marry me? Yes. Yes, you should.
Pretty sure that's how it goes down anyway.
That's pretty much how you do it. Dan Squire says, I said, doctor, is there something I can take? I said, doctor, to relieve this belly ache. All right, good question. We have a super chat there. Read it out loud, and I'll show you
How to get a sponge filter to sink. Ink.
I'm going to show you.
Luckily, we
What?
have this prop here that I drug back from China.
This is handy prop.
Yes.
But you knew that this super chat was going to come in, right?
I was banking on it.
Yeah.
Like another 20 of those and we'll pay for this thing.
There's a very... Oh, God, it's stuck.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Might be glued on here. But how do you get a sponge filter to sink? This
It's actually
portion right
not-
here.
Yeah, it's not glued, but yeah.
I didn't really want to, like, cheese on it and break
Yeah,
your thing
yeah.
that you brought. I almost broke the...
You did.
Arowana.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
But this piece right here on the bottom is actually a weight, and that's what will make it sink.
There is one other tip, because I have run into sometimes where that's not enough weight.
But maybe they got a sponge filter that didn't have the bottom on it.
Even if you did, you got to bear hug it, because sometimes there's enough air trapped in
Right.
that they'll well, a lot of times when I set up a new fish room, I'll set up like 40 sponge filters, and you come back the next day and half of them are bobbing at the top because they collected enough air from like just the bubbles that were in the water. So you gotta like really.
Oh yeah, sometimes
That one you bear hug.
Sometimes you got to squish them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you got to squish them
So
down.
they should be weighted, but then also.
Yeah, but I figured we have this giant prop here. I should probably point out that the bottom part is the weight, and maybe you're new. Maybe you're new to sponge filters. That might be the case. You might be new, and maybe you didn't. Maybe you got one that didn't have the base.
Okay. Yeah, I could think of like if you got the little suction cup one.
Yeah, you could get the suction cup one, which
Yeah.
not that great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you're going to order sponge filters, you should probably order them from the Aquarium Co-op because they'll probably come with the base and everything. Do yours
For
come
a
with
fact,
the base?
all mine come with a base that
that's
aren't
cool.
intake sponges.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, I'm all about that base.
Base.
No trouble.
No trouble.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah. Get no trouble in there. Only base. But yeah, if you are going to order sponge filters from the Aquarium Co-op, you should use my affiliate link. It lets this guy know that I
He
sent
gets
somebody his
one
way.
Jack in the Box taco per sale.
As ridiculous as that, yeah. Which means I'm up to 3 Jack in the Box tacos. I did eat 2 of them, though. I ate 2 of them. I'm waiting on a third one.
Yeah, you got to get another sale before you can take that third one down.
I'm waiting on it.
Lettuce is just getting soggy. I pre-bought it and everything. Figuring you'd come through, but
Soggy. It's getting soggy. But yeah, so if you are going to do that, go ahead and use the affiliate link in the chat or not. Doesn't, you know, if you're like somebody that's like, I don't want to do that, then you can.
So Denise says it does have the base. It's her first time. She's only used hang-on backs. So make sure you squeeze it under the water too. Like if you're trying to squeeze it above, you got to get it down there and just keep wringing it out. Like just keep doing this move, and more bubbles will come out, and eventually it'll really want to sink for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once you get it sunk like once, maybe twice, then the rest of your life it'll never need it again. It's only that first time, like out of the box, it's holding way too much air. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen.
yeah.
Oh, 54 Punchy has a little comment here that makes sense. Ordered a sponge filter from somewhere else and kept getting just the sponge. Many calls later, got a refund and ordered somewhere else. Oh, so that does happen.
Apparently,
And it popped into my head. Like, I remember at some point in time, there was some intrigue that people were getting sponge filters without the base.
that makes
I don't
them
remember from
useless.
where.
Yeah,
So I'm not pointing the finger at anybody.
yeah.
But I do remember that. I remember there was some kind of like sponge filter intrigue that they were like, oh, you have to order the bases separately? And you're like, what?
Yeah, that's like ordering a Big Mac and then you get it and there's no bun. You're like, no, you didn't order with a bun.
You didn't
like,
order with a bun.
Well, hamburgers come with buns.
You said Big
typically.
Mac, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it would be weird. Uh-oh, CNH is here
Oh,
for a
here's
live
a fun
show.
thing. A lot of people asked me if I was called Big Mac in high school, but I had a different nickname. But it was a food. I don't know if I've ever told this. I don't even know if Jimmy knows this. My wife would know, but maybe someone will think it'll be like the word of the day. We'll just let it go on. By the end of the show, maybe I'll tell people.
No, I want to know.
Yeah. They call me Slim Jim. No. But I did have another thing. Joel, do you have a discount code for the Aquarium Co-op?
No,
Definitely not.
there is no discount code.
So the reason there's no discount, I won't say never discount codes anymore, but they're less frequent, is we lowered the free shipping down. So it happens at an earlier rate, and you get 5% rewards on everything you buy always now. So there's just a built-in 5% discount always, plus cheaper shipping. So like it used to be that shipping was like, $20 to $30 was $5, and then $30 to $40 would be like $6. Now everything under $70 is just $5, and then
Oh,
70 and up is just free.
it's sort of flat rate,
Yeah.
right?
So I made it a lot cheaper, and that really affects our bottom line, because when you're like, yeah, I just want a pipette, and then you pay us $6 and it costs me $6.70 to ship it to you, it's like, oh, we lost 70 cents.
Right.
So, and you got 5% back on that. It's like, oh, dang it. So we got to be a little bit careful. But
Yeah.
we did get a super chat from Alvin.
Alvin Alejo,
Yeah.
the $2 variety, saying had to get a VPN to super chat you.
Yeah.
Finally.
I had to use a VPN to reach outside of China. Hong Kong, by the way, don't have to have one.
Not so much. Just
Yeah,
regular
Facebook
China.
and stuff is fine in Hong Kong, but China mainland, Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get out.
Yeah.
The signals won't get out. Yeah, that's how China likes it. They're kind of weird like that.
Yeah.
Got their own thing
By the
going.
way, I'm going to tell you right now, because I think I already told you, I'm going to tell you again. Make sure you download WeChat.
WeChat?
The rest of the world runs on WeChat. Mm-hmm. And, like, every vendor, every store, like, you can just scan it, and then it's an instant message between everyone, and it converts different languages. So I was able to talk to people in China through WeChat that I couldn't talk to them face-to-face.
Oh. That's interesting.
And it's really, really hard to get, like, set up and authenticated.
Oh.
So you want to do it before you're there, because the only way my account got locked, and the only way to unlock it was to get someone that has an account of at least 6 months that hasn't unlocked 2 other accounts in the past year to authenticate that you're a real person and not like a bot.
That is
And
weird.
I'm just going to say that's pretty hard when you're in a different country. Explaining like, no, I just need you to unlock my WeChat for me. Luckily, I got the translator to do it with her WeChat.
Oh.
But otherwise...
But what about in Germany? Do we need it in Germany?
I think, yeah. Because a lot of the... So at the show we're going to, it's a lot of vendors from all around the world that are going to be there. It's like the biggest international convention. So if you wanted to be like, sweet, I really like what you're doing, I'd like to talk to you in the future, they'll just have a QR code and it'll like sync up to your WeChat and the world go round.
I'll just lay down on the ground instead.
Yeah, I'll be WeChatting it up.
Yeah, you WeChat it up.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'll send out the WeChat, like, dinner's going to be here and you won't get it. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, I'll just lay down.
Yeah.
I'll just lay down on the ground. Right.
Ooh, Barbara Jackson. I like it.
Ooh, we got a $1.99 super chat from Barbara Jackson asking PB&J for a snack today. Last time have you had it?
For me, it's probably been years, but I've been thinking about it for the last week. No joke.
It's been a while.
I keep going, I should do that, and then I make myself something else.
But
But
I think
my wife
maybe
eats
a
them.
month ago. Maybe a month ago.
My wife will make them for a plane trip, and sometimes she'll make it for lunch. And I always think they look super good, and then I eat something else.
Right. I had cashew butter
You're fancy.
and some jam that Vicky had made. Because we'd opened some jam that Vicky had made.
Jimmy Jam.
I forget what it was. I can't remember what flavor it was of jam.
Coconut.
Maybe it wasn't coconut. I know
I
that.
don't know if that exists. Coconut jam? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, isn't that just like the coconut butter, you know?
I don't know that answer.
Oh. Maybe coconut oil. Like
Definitely. Oh my
when
God,
it's
that'd be
just cold,
disgusting.
you know?
Yeah, that would be
Just
disgusting.
spread it on there.
Yeah.
All gangster. Like, yeah, that's how we do.
Yeah.
I've got small kids, so PB&J are a regular thing here.
Denise
makes sense.
solved the sponge filter problem. It's now on the bottom of the aquarium.
Oh, she got it?
We've accomplished our mission
Good
today.
news. Sponge filter is now on the bottom.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to put a feather in the cap for that one. That's one more converted.
Ryan is asking, if I donate $50, can you buy me a pizza?
I don't understand how that works, but
I'm confused.
yes, so long as it's a $1 Totino's.
Well, how are you going to get it? Where is he?
Just keep waiting.
Just keep waiting?
Yeah.
Anticipating?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Jimmy Jam Rapashi from the Schwisky Vision. He's at the shop right now. By the way, there's a new Rapashi coming
Jimmy
out.
wasn't here. He sabotaged the show,
Yeah.
and then he comes on here to super chat.
Yeah. He's
What is happening?
trolling from the...
It must be playing at the store.
Yeah.
This must be on at the
Oh,
store.
it must be.
Oh, man, we'll never be able to
There
live
is
this
a
down.
new...
So embarrassing.
Rapashi, though.
Is there a new one?
Yeah, the code name through
Noodle eggs?
development was Fruit Loops. And now it's called... I don't even know. It's named after like a river in the Amazon. I can't even remember what it is. But it basically, the gist of the blend is soldier fly larva. What is going on? It's got really windy and the door blew open.
It's a ghost.
Yeah.
get
So
it.
soldier fly larva and basically like,
Where's Jimmy when the door
Yeah.
open?
and fruit. And the logic is a lot of the fish in the Amazon and that blue tape, that'll hold it.
Did I tape the door shut?
You did tape the door shut, but a lot of the fish in the river get bits of fruit, and I've seen a lot of people with Central and South American cichlids do that, and they say they get better color and better spawns by giving them pieces of fruit into the water.
Oh, really?
Which it seems kind of weird, but like Mel, Guapote Mel, the guy that's got a 1,000-gallon aquarium and then 2 600 gallons and 2 450s, like that's all he keeps.
Mm-hmm.
He feeds fruit to all of his big, massive fish like that once a week or something like that. And he says it, and he's only been doing like those big tanks with those big fish for like the past 30 years. And if there was going to be a scientific test on that, I feel like that's about as scientific as you get if like one guy going, yeah, I've been doing the same thing. Like I've been keeping Dovi for 30 years straight. And I noticed this when I give them.
What kind of fruit though?
It was like mango.
Okay.
And then like, I'd have to watch the video because he says exactly what he feeds.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like a ton, but it definitely notices a difference when he feeds some. So. Yeah.
Corey, did you talk to those kids about the half a turkey sandwich they put in one of your tanks? Did somebody put half a turkey sandwich in one of your tanks?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was at home. When we lived
like
in a duplex, I was doing fish outside.
Uh-huh.
And the neighbors, like the other part of our duplex, like so the direct neighbors, they have kids. And, they were Hispanic. So the kids knew pretty good English, but the parents not as much.
Mm-hmm.
And, it is really windy out there. It's going to like blow through. It's going to be...
the tape's going to give.
But I would bring them over. Well, not bring them over, but they would wander over like, what you doing? You're looking at your ponds, And there was a 75-gallon tank with guppies in it, and I was feeding them, and then I let them feed them. But then when I wasn't there, then they fed them. And
Turkey
sandwich.
Oh.
Logical. But I didn't want to like totally deter them.
The ghosts are coming in
So
again.
I was kind of like, I just have to be here when you feed, not so much explain why they can't eat a turkey sandwich.
Oh, so you didn't like karate chop them?
Definitely not. It didn't. Well, the more impressive part was, it didn't foul the tank or anything like at all. Like it just
wasn't a big deal. You just pull it out.
The tank already had green water and there was plants in there, and it just handled it. So
did it digest the turkey?
It did not digest the turkey, but the bread got pretty. Yeah, it didn't take that long because I'm guessing I didn't notice it right away. I mean, maybe they put it in 10 minutes before, but I feel like it sat there for a few days, and I was like, what is this?
Oh, really?
And then because then it was like, oh, that's a sandwich.
Yeah. Nice.
Cut into a triangle. Like,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
All right, I'm into that.
Yeah, so that was the little, that was in my video today, the little throwback video. Like, what is this? That's from the way back.
Oh, did you have a video of that?
Well, me talking about finding it, yeah, in the way back time, yeah. So, oranges are good for Oscars. I've never tried it. I always poo-pooed putting oranges in your tank because I saw Petco's and no, not Petco's, PetSmart's doing it.
What, putting oranges in the tank?
Yeah, like a slice of orange.
They throw it in there?
Yeah, they like suction cup it to the side. And then I did a little bit of research, and then like I went down the rabbit hole of like vitamin C can dechlorinate and does things, and I was like, I don't know. And then, there's something to be said for them eating a little bit of vitamin C, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced because I haven't done enough testing. I'm not sure that it's like magical and worth it yet.
Right, but I know that fish need vitamin C to a certain degree, but it's really one of those things. Like, I don't know if there's more sugar in the orange than the positive side of the vitamin C or whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know. A lot of fish, I certainly wouldn't put it past, being over waterways where fruit probably falls in there.
I mean, like pacus and stuff definitely chow it down.
Well, that's for sure. Yeah.
But I also wonder...
That giant pacu that only had ever eaten carrots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I also wonder, like, a slice of orange sitting in a tank all day and, like, hardly being eaten, how much of the vitamin C just leached into the water, and is that a form that the fish can then take in versus a pacu just going to chow town right away? I feel like they'd get a lot of benefit. You know, like giant gourami and stuff will eat tomatoes and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't want to start a train of thought where like, yeah, dude says gotta feed vitamin C from an orange 3 times a week, and then be like, have no basis for it at all. And then I'm lazy and I'm not willing to do testing. So
yeah, Savannah has a good point, but spinach has vitamin C and is safe without the sugar, and nearly all fish will eat it.
Yeah,
spinaches.
I mean, I wonder, like, because a lot of fish foods, well, not a lot, but fish foods will have pea protein powder and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, and
I feed the pea.
I know
action.
some of it have had spinach before and alfalfa and that type of thing. So, yeah, you first you'd have to identify that there was a lack of it. Like most Hikari frozen bloodworms, I believe, are vitamin C stabilized. I think it says that on the package. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I would first have to believe my fish are at a deficient for vitamin C before I would be like, there might be the bigger benefit.
Yeah, you'd have to figure out if they're deficient somehow. Yeah, you know, and then go.
I mean,
like,
if they get scurvy, then you know, like up the
scurvy fish.
But I think the bigger benefit would be like the high fiber content of like them eating the actual orange. Like that would probably help clean them out, and there could be some other benefits. But you know, I would also, and I'm always worried, and this is me not knowing enough, that like how much vitamin C or orange slices does it take to actually start to acidify the water? Like, because you've got like the juice itself, and then you've got like, if it starts rotting, is that going to start the nitrification process that's also going to acidify a little bit? Because I know you can just add vinegar and stuff like that and start dropping pH, and so, you know, it's me. That's totally me being the average internet person, where it's like, I'm afraid of it, so I just don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that on Tuesday. We fear what we don't understand. That's exactly like
I'm
afraid of that, so I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I can't imagine that there aren't a bunch of fish that probably need some fruit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen fruit floating down the river before.
For sure.
And there are for sure fish living in that river that I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen the fish and I've seen the fruit floating down. So it's got to be, you know, for some fish, it's got to be just a part of their natural.
Like a big thing, like someone's talking about koi, a big thing is to feed watermelon to koi because they love it, but they've basically been able to prove that it's not even very good for them. It doesn't really do anything. Like, so even though they love to eat it, it's mostly not doing that much. So it's, you know, if you're having a good old time, sure. But
it's not really doing anything. They're just munching through it and passing it out.
Yeah, and it passes through them, so it actually like makes water quality worse. Like,
I know that's one of the big issues with koi for sure, is that food will pass through them super quickly if you know, if it's not of the right, you know, protein and all that kind of stuff, if it's not correct.
Yeah.
Mr. B's Fishing Things is laughing.
Not again.
Super hard. Nicest YouTube studio known to man, and the doors are held closed with blue tape.
It's because we have the garage open.
We have the garage door open.
We have the giant garage door open, and it got really windy, and it's and to be fair, it's blowing. What are the French doors? Is that what those are? What are those called? What's that door called? French door is blowing those open. That are the double doors that are extra wide to bring in extra big aquariums. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's blowing open the manhole door. Like that one's
it's not the main. Secure. Yeah, it's not the door. Yeah, it's the in between.
And out of an entire year, that garage door is open about 17 minutes. So it's. I even thought about closing it, but I'm like, what's the worst that'll happen?
Right.
This. I'll know for next time. So, yeah.
We got a $2 super chat here from.
Smells like two.
DJ Pride, who was asking, what fruit and vegetables can you feed fish? Most vegetables, for sure, of the green variety. So, you know, cucumber,
I'm not
zucchini,
a fan of cucumber.
Maybe
it's slimy.
Maybe broccoli. But peas, green beans, spinach.
Green beans, my fave.
Green beans, big time. Peas are my favorite.
I know a wholesaler that uses a lot of carrot.
Carrot?
Because it stays water stable for like weeks.
It's a really long time. Yeah. You just throw them in there and it's like,
yeah,
cool, man. Mm-hmm. Any kind of any greens are good for sure.
Fruits gets hard.
Fruits gets
I'm not
weird.
well versed in putting.
Like we were
fruits
saying
in.
earlier, like that mango maybe, but
Maybe pear, maybe.
mango is like,
I'd have to try a bunch.
yeah, I guess I'd have to
I
try.
just honestly don't know.
I'd have to try and test, which generally means that sounds like a project, and I don't know if I need another project right now.
Yeah.
So, but the staples that I go to are for sure peas, green beans, zucchini, cucumber. I have done spinach. Rarely, only like 20% of the time do I have spinach in my fridge, though.
By the way, I don't like doing carrot. I tried it a bunch, going, yeah, this guy's onto something. You basically have to starve them to where they're like, I'm gonna die, and then they're like, all right, I'll start pecking at that carrot, and that's
try.
a level I don't want to bring it to. But on a wholesale level,
Did you try cooked at all? Like steamed? Like a steamed
I did
carrot?
not try that, but I think that's gonna make it so it rots. So
Yeah.
my goal was, like, oh sweet, I could put a piece of carrot in there, and they could always go grab a snack out of the fridge, and
Like
I'll still
whenever they
feed them
want it.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was my goal of like it'll last a long time.
But it just lasted a long time because they weren't eating it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that went down. So, but one tip, by the way, there's a lot of wholesale / breeder operations that use tofu. Feeds out kind of messy, but it's like
yeah.
a super protein for fish, and it's all mushy and easy. It's kind of like ghetto / first Repashy.
Oh, yeah.
You just buy it and you're like, hey, there's a hunk of essentially that. Mm-hmm. But I tried it and it was real messy. And again, it was one of those scenarios like those fish got to be ridiculously hungry to really, chow down.
Yeah. For sure.
So, yeah.
CK says sweet potatoes and plums.
Plums, huh?
I've done sweet
I feel
potato.
like plums would stain the water.
I've done sweet potato before.
Well, I wonder if radishes do that.
Well, not radishes, beets.
Beets, yeah,
would.
that's what I was thinking.
Beets would for sure.
I almost want to do that, Tank. Like, it's a bloodbath. And then, like, it's,
Call it the red rum tank.
Yeah.
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 Some say that oranges are good at preventing bacterial issues such as fin rot from forming and helps aid in recovery time, but this hasn't been tested, I believe. I think the biggest thing with that is that you could do with the bacterial stuff. Tannins are going to be the easy way to do it. So catappa leaves and stuff like that, which seems way easier than hoping that the oranges are going to do something with that. But, long standing with humans, oranges and lemons and limes and stuff like that has aided in bacterial treatment for a long time. You think like lemon is like old school Bactine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you'd put it on
I'm just not
wound
sure
care
it's
and
going to
stuff
be
like
at
that.
that concentration. Though.
But you can just get vitamin C additive for your water.
Yeah.
Yeah, which seems a lot.
But my big thing is like how much orange slice to gallons.
That's what I mean. I was
Yeah,
saying that like you
that's
could just
like-
get vitamin C additive for your water.
Yeah.
But to me, the catappa leaves is the easiest thing to do if I was going to be trying to add stuff to my water. I already do that anyhow. So then it's like, what am I going to double down with some orange slices?
Yeah.
When
Wait, go back. What do you add in your water?
Catappa leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Almond leaves.
I thought you were saying you're already adding vitamin C, and I was like, wait, then you're already testing it.
No.
Okay.
Do what I want.
Yeah.
But I have done vitamin C in the past for like
Yeah.
wild betas and stuff. Supposedly helpful. Don't know that it ever helped or not.
I read some.
I mean, it didn't hurt. Like it didn't,
Yeah.
you
I read some study, and this is always like, oh, yeah, I'm sure he did. But it was one of those studies, it was way too long. It's like, 200 pages, and I only read a select portion that applied. But they had found that, like, garlic to kill parasites and the way that they're using it at the fish farms, and that is, like, cutting cloves of garlic up and just throwing them in, it takes such an astronomical amount, it could not even possibly be feasible.
Right.
If they eat it, it takes way less. But at the way they're adding it to just water, they were like, no, that's just a waste of everything. But,
Yeah.
just because it's not getting rid of parasites, that doesn't mean the garlic's not doing something else. Like, clearly, in my opinion, the breeders are seeing a benefit because I wouldn't pay a guy just to be cutting up garlic and doing it all day.
Oh, Potato says we're agreeing far too much for this to be any kind of a duel. Mm-hmm. Which this was going to be a duel, but then the audio didn't work and stuff. So
I already won earlier when
we karate chopped each other, and then we both died.
I hit his sword really hard,
and then we were resurrected from the dead, and now we're back. Some people would say it was a clickbait. Some people would be right, but I guess if you guys wanted to show up and hear us both talk about nonsense, then it wasn't. HDJC86 is asking, automation tips when not running a sump for dosing, auto top off, etc. The best automation tip I can give you if you're not going to run a sump is a drip system water change.
Yeah.
So a trickle system water change that's just a drip, 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 drip. That would be your best option if you're not going to run a sump and you want to try and automate it. That will be the best thing that I could recommend.
Yeah, it's hard to automate. Like if you don't have a window right next door, or like the water's got to leave somehow. That's the biggest obstacle. And I always ran into problems during the winter. Like even if it's going out the window or going out my garage door floor, if it was cold for too long, it would freeze solid, and then that just like, I got water on the floor again. Ask my wife how many times that happened.
Yep.
Too many.
KG Sickless has a good point. We got to do a like spike, right?
Yeah.
Do we have to do the like spike?
Yes.
I don't know if anybody's excited for a like spike. Does anybody even know what a like spike is?
I don't know if they know on your channel.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like when we count down and then everybody hits the like button.
We count down from 17, and when we get to 1, you hit the like button.
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Word of the day!
You can have the word of the day. I'm going to like spike you.
Oh, you're just going to like spike? Is that what's going to happen?
Look. Oh, I already liked it. You can see here, proof. I had already liked it.
Oh, this is a cool one.
My job had been done.
This is a cool one, but it's pretty much too easy if you read. And anyhow, that's the wrong day.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool word too.
How many days off? Well, it can't be that. We just did it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It can't be that far.
All right, you guys, are you ready for the word of the day?
I don't know what that word means.
You guys, the definition is 2 words long.
Uh-oh. Now that makes me really look dumb, because I just said I don't even know what it means. Uh-oh.
It's a noun.
What?
It's a noun.
Huh. Okay. And now I really don't know what it means, because when I read that, I feel like it should be a verb or... Yes. When I read it, I feel like it should be a verb. But anyway.
Is a noun, and the definition is colleague, comrade, colleague, or comrade. Is a noun.
This is beyond me.
Is it the share spike? Did anybody get a share spike? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dracula brought us cookies because I'm a monster.
And milk.
And milk?
And milk.
Oh, I thought you said hand milk.
That's right.
I was like, what's hand milk?
That's gross.
Did anybody get the word of the day? I haven't seen anybody get the word of the day yet.
What is it? Say it again.
See if Katie knows.
It's a 2-word. Well, it's 2-word is
definition.
The definition. It's a noun. And the 2 words are colleague, comrade.
All right. People are saying coworker. You think I don't know what coworker means?
Yeah, you know what a coworker is? Yeah.
Cohort. You could think I didn't know what that means, but it's not that.
They are close. Ooh, Barbara Jackson's close. Banana?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think anybody got it, but Schwisky said hashtag hand milk, which is smart.
Jimmy's the master of hand milk.
All right. Nobody got it. And I honestly haven't even heard this one.
I love when people don't get it, because then I don't feel
I'm
nearly
gonna read
as
it.
dumb.
I'm gonna read it in the sentence. See if you guys can get it. On October 9th, 1912, Pablo Picasso wrote a letter to Georges Braque, his confrere in Cubism, who, for his part, described himself and Picasso as two mountaineers roped together. I've never heard this word. Confrere? It says confrere. Is how to say it. Confrere.
Is that what they mean when they say "au contraire" instead of "au contraire"?
Oh, confrere?
Yeah. My wife's dying.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I've never heard that word. That's a weird word. Well, can you read that super chat there?
Not only, oh yeah. Hello from Lexington, Kentucky. I love listening to Real Fish Talk while fixing cars at work. Keep it up. Wait.
Let's chew into the mic.
This is the Corvus Oskin show.
Are we drinking this one?
No. That's yours.
Yeah, this isn't Real Fish Talk.
This one is way different than the Real Fish Talk. You can see by the background, it is a different show.
It's a way different show. There's no RFT in the background.
Yeah, way different. Not even close. Yeah. The word of the day, that one is terrible. That one...
Yeah, the word of the day is...
Doesn't sound cool. Doesn't even look cool.
We didn't even learn anything.
Doesn't have a cool...
We're dumber for having...
Oh, hold on. We could get worse. Let me see if it comes from, like, a wizard or something. Confere arrived in English form from Anglo-French of the 15th century. Oh, I don't even want to keep reading. 15th century is so far ago that you may as well just say this came from dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, it's a grunting sound. Yeah.
Velociraptors came.
Ooh, I wonder if Terry's right. The January ones were easy. I feel like they're getting harder. I wonder if they, like, up the hardness scale.
I don't know. Let me see here. Let me look.
Although, it's not exactly like Brodignian was a walk in the park.
Yeah, bro. What was Brodignian? What was...
Yeah. I mean, maybe we just don't know. So. Oh, frère is brother in French. So that makes sense. Some sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Terabad, I'll learn another word today. Yes. Terabad's one of my go-to words for sure. Zach says, derived from a French wizard. Yes, a wordsmith. No,
these don't get harder throughout the year.
I think I got this word of the day book from Katie. Huh.
These don't get harder throughout
That
the year.
definitely does not get harder.
No, they're just ridiculous. Sometimes we just get really ridiculous ones because they're like...
Yeah, unclubbable. Yeah. That's true. We were in a slump.
A dilettante. Mm-hmm. Do you know what a dilettante is?
I mean, when you say the word to me, I'm like, yeah, it's someone that's like, I'm trying to think how to explain it without using the word dilettante.
An admirer or lover of the arts.
See, then I did not know because I thought it was a negative connotation.
Or a person having a superficial interest in an art or a branch of knowledge.
So my answer is no, I don't know the correct definition of dilettante.
Dabbler. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're getting harder, but, you know.
Wait, are they getting harder or am I getting dumber?
Well,
That could be.
That's something we would definitely have to take into consideration.
Maybe if the
I'm
audience
certainly
is saying it's
dumber.
getting harder, maybe we're just having a dumbing down effect. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah,
Maybe we're making people more dumb.
We're all stupider for we're all worse off for having listened to this.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty sure that's how it's
Is that
going.
how it goes?
Yeah. By the
Let's
way,
see.
throwback to earlier, the person was asking if we wanted to have a chaperone type of dude in Germany. Yes. Yes. We are sitting across the table from you. Imagine you're right across the table.
Am I doing it on purpose now? I'm not even eating anything. Oh, sorry. But we did miss a super chat here. Let's not forget.
We've been working and not
Ashley
eating.
Taylor. Wait. Now it's
I don't
getting
even know how I made that sound.
now it's getting confusing. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Ashley Taylor with a £5 super chat. My carp have pears and apples drop in each late summer. Pears are eaten first, being softer on the bright side. They are drunk as a priest going into winter.
Do they get drunk from it?
I don't know. I do know that, like,
In Japan,
horses, cows,
yeah,
goats, lambs, all those barnyard animals, pigs, they get all hammered if they're eating a bunch of fruit.
yeah, we saw that in Japan. There the birds were doing it.
Rodents, birds, yeah.
The birds walk drunk.
Yeah, they're all...
They can't fly.
Yeah.
So they walk drunk. Yeah. So, could be. I mean, I was under the impression that they had to ferment first.
Some of the animals will get drunk just from eating fruit because it ferments in their stomach.
Oh.
Like cows?
That makes sense.
Like
yeah,
cows,
cow makes
man.
sense. Yeah. Huh. I hadn't thought about that.
Squirrels?
Yeah.
Well, and it's sat there and fermented because it falls off the tree and it's sitting down there.
Right, but a fish, I'm thinking it falls straight into the water. So it wouldn't really ferment.
Yeah, I don't
much.
think it really ferment in the water. I think it's
Yeah.
just kind of being fun. That's Ashley Taylor. Hopefully we're going to meet Ashley at the...
I was wondering if that was the same.
That's the same Ashley. International man of mystery.
He likes to go by internationally.
Internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. Internationally.
Hopefully we get to meet Ashley up at the Interzoo. Gosh, I was almost had a brain fart there because I'm thinking about this delicious cookie.
All I gotta say is, if ZoomEd's not there in big form at Interzoo, I feel like they're missing the bar. I have no idea if they're there, but I would have something ginormous at Interzoo if I was ZoomEd.
I would. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be like an aquarium convention that's a co-op. Like if I didn't show up, that would be dumb.
That'd be goofy.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
free. It's free. Yeah, yeah. Got
Where
it.
are we going? We're going to Michigan. Oh, the American Limebearers Association.
Michigan.
You and I will
in
be there.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
we leave
Yeah,
soon.
pretty much. 2
Where's
weeks. May
where's the
4th,
thing?
5th. And
Yeah.
It is 6th, but we will be flying to Germany on the 6th, so we will not be hanging around for the Gigantotron auction that I super bad. I was going to drive so I
I
could
think
find
we
the big
leave on the
fish bag.
7th. Right?
No, we leave on the 6th. We arrive on the 7th in Germany, I think. We fly for like 6 days. It's crazy. It's a long time.
It's like
It's a whirlwind
it's
trip.
something crazy like from Michigan to Germany is
Because there's
like
2 layovers, like because we didn't.
it's something
get-
crazy
The
like
tickets got bought for us, and they're like, "Oh, that saves a nickel." Yep.
it's like 28 hours of travel.
We
or
have like a
something crazy.
6-hour. Well, hey, maybe we could work that out.
We got a 6-hour layover in Paris.
Yeah. So if you're in Paris, we could do lunch.
If you're in France, just come over to Germany.
But I wonder, like, people always say, like, yeah, I went and explored, and I'm like, yeah, but you got to like get out of customs and all that, and
Yeah,
go
you
have
gotta get
lunch,
out
and
and
then you
then
got to
get
go
back
through a
in.
7-hour line to get back in. That
I don't
doesn't
know.
seem worth it.
I don't know how it's going
I
to
don't
work.
know how that works, though. Yeah. Can you have our autograph in?
In Michigan?
It depends. Can you bring a pen? As long as no
I got
one
a pen.
breaks my hand and there's a pen around, the answer is yes.
I got a pen.
All right. Someone wants to take us out to dinner on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
but they weren't aware that I was giving a talk on Friday, and I was like, yeah, so after the talk, I'll probably be like, hey, we're going to go eat here if anyone wants to join us.
Yeah, we're going to be like, do they have food that's ready right now?
Yeah, we're going to be zombies because we're taking a red-eyed flight and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, so that is the plan. And then Saturday night, we can't really go out to dinner because I'm speaking at the banquet dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday morning, we're flying out. So, like, the real option is Friday night for our, like, hanging out.
Friday action.
Yeah, which we're going to hang out, like, during the convention, you know. Like, it's not like I'm going to be, like, hiding or anything. But to be fair, there could be a rad talk I want to sit in on. I always feel bad because people are like, I didn't see you. It's like I was nerding out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Somebody got mad at us when we weren't there.
you mean when I missed the booth for 7 minutes while I had to pee and then crush
No, it's
someone's
when
life?
we went to one of the talks.
Yeah, but that was like Sunday night or Saturday night, like after putting in a four.
I don't know. Somebody was mad. Somebody was mad that we weren't there because we were.
Someone was mad when I was giving part of when I was on the panel, and I was like, I was in front of a group of people talking. Like, I was invited. I wasn't gonna say no.
I just thought it was weird because my reaction was like, well, why didn't you just wait an extra 45 minutes or something?
Well, to be fair, I don't know who we're talking about, but
I don't
what
know
if
who
it was
we're
like a
talking
kid and their mom, and the mom's like, got to go, and then you'd miss out. I don't know.
It wasn't a kid.
What is my wife talking about? A piece of string twice the length from the middle of the end? Is that, are we figuring out circumference?
What?
All I saw was my wife say, a piece of string is twice the length from the middle to the end.
Oh, Bald and Dangerous asked, how long is a piece of string?
Oh. And then I thought possibly she was saying like how to cut a cake in half. Use string or that, I don't know, wire, I guess. That always blows my mind to watch cakes get cut in half so you can put the filling in. Yeah. Don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
Don't know.
Well, let's run through, because today is Friday, and normally I put them up on the screen, the community posts from Patreon. From the Patreon page. If you've never been over to the Patreon page, you don't know what Patreon is. You don't know what's going on with Patreon. What is it? What is it all about?
If it's not circumference, is it radians?
It's how we crowdsource. What?
The string trick. Now, is it...
Radius?
Yeah,
diameter?
radius?
Circumference.
Right, but isn't it when you use the string to go all the way across, that's also the same, it would be to go around or something like that? Isn't that like...
What?
I thought it was a trick from high school or whatever, geometry.
Right, here you go. There's a spot, right?
Yeah.
Here's a circle.
Oh, see, I thought that was
Radius?
a triangle. I got this all out of whack.
Radius?
Yeah.
Diameter. Circumference.
Yeah, but isn't it like... Isn't there something crazy like the diameter, if you used a piece of string, also makes the circumference?
Yeah, times pi.
Times pi. That's what it was. Okay. I knew there was something like that. Yeah.
3.141597, right?
I don't know that many digits, but yes.
I think.
I mean, I never spelled it out with numbers. I knew this
gal. I knew this gal that could do pi out to 1,000, and they tested it one day. Like on these big whiteboards, had her write him out. She got it right. Just crazy tripping. I'm finding it very difficult to go through the Patreon posts. But if you don't know what the Patreon is, that's how we fund being able to do this show, being able to make YouTube videos and show up and talk with you guys and answer questions and do all that kind of stuff. And I'm finding it very difficult to do it on my phone. So normally on Fridays, I put it up on the screen. Maybe I'll have to do a different one.
Here's a question for you. Have you ever taken any arts training?
I noticed that from the Lysander. Random question for me. Have you ever taken any arts training?
If you count 7th grade middle school for me, yes.
Yes.
Of what accreditation?
13th grade.
Nice.
Yeah, I took a bunch of college courses and stuff like that.
I will pass on Dairy Queen, Jimmy.
Some people forget that you can go to college.
It's like a telescope.
If you just want to.
I think about doing it like almost monthly.
You can just go.
I was trying to sign up for Mandarin lessons while I was in China, but they'd only start Mandarin 1 at the beginning of the year. So I got to wait.
You were going to try to take Mandarin classes while in China?
No, I wanted to sign up.
While you were in China?
Yeah, because half of me, I just get
to try to learn it?
/ forget.
Were you going to try to learn it because you signed up for it?
Yes. Yeah. And I want to do it in person because people are always like, you just learn that online. Like, yeah, you can also just not do the work online too, and I could be that guy. So I want to do it in person. Like,
Jimmy wants to know if you guys want Dairy Queen.
Yeah, and I said I don't want any.
No, I don't want Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
There are these cookies.
Yep, we got cookies. Not very many left, but yeah. Cooking is an art. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do any formal school cooking, or was it just taught by chefs as you worked under them? I guess culinary school was the fancy words I was looking for that had escaped me.
I never went. I never formally went to a culinary school, but I trained culinary school kids. I worked with a bunch of culinary school chefs. No, I just trained under people. I also taught classes for a time, for a spell.
What did you teach? Like was there a dish that you
Specific
taught?
dishes. Mm-hmm.
And what was your favorite?
In a display kitchen, like in front of a bunch of people.
Okay, yeah. And so
with the big mirrors above that tilt like this.
Weird.
So you have a big mirror up above,
so
that people looking at you can look at the mirror and see what you're doing on the table.
Yeah.
You see?
And what did you like? What meal did you teach?
Well, I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. One of them was like orange chicken. I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff that I thought was really stupid.
Did they ask you to do it then? Like, oh, we need you to teach orange chicken?
Yeah, we did.
It wasn't you like, oh, today we're gonna learn
Weekly.
how to make the cretes.
Today you get to learn how to make the stuff.
Yeah.
It was all presented like that. Yeah. It was all presented like that. Like, and honestly, it was a bunch of retired ladies. I mean, that was 99% of the crowd.
Yeah.
They would show up because it was like Tuesday at.
I've thought about taking cooking
11.
classes so I wouldn't be a useless human being, but I've yet to take that step.
Mad Cypress LL is asking, bring back the Rick. It is not my job to bring back Rick. I would hope that he would come back. But that's up to him. I can't tell him to come back. I can email him or call him, but
Is that
honestly,
true about this
there is somebody that I would want to bring back. Is that
Fair enough.
would be GSP. That's my favorite fish
I don't know.
YouTuber that has gone by the wayside. Which, I mean, he used to make stuff like 6-7 years ago. And if, I guess, sort of the style of like the Green Machine, sort of like before Green Machine, before James Finley was doing YouTube videos, sort of like that. But yeah, I mean, I wish the Rick would come back, but it's really not my place to like tell him or bring him back. I don't know. Ugh.
A bunch of people have reached out to him, so I think if he wants to come back,
If he was going to come back,
he knows he can come back.
Yeah. The last thing I heard from him was he has family stuff and he wants to do family stuff. You know, so
Yeah.
like, who am I to say like, ignore your children? You know,
Yeah.
which would be really weird, and I wouldn't say that.
Am I going to the auction tomorrow?
Mad Cypress says, get him on your show. He's
Get
in-
him. Get him.
He's in Hawaii, so it's not going to be like real easy to get him to come out to Seattle.
Especially when he's
to-
not a YouTuber currently. It's a hard sell.
It's a hard sell. Like, hey, dude.
I know you're not in the scene at all anymore, but
Yeah.
how about you buy yourself a plane ticket out here?
Yeah, buy yourself a plane ticket, fly out to Seattle to come. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can't even get him to make which I'm not going to, but if I couldn't even try to get him to make a video, Mr. Mom's Tanks would be another guy that I would want to come back.
I don't know him either. I'm too young, you know.
Too young?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
way too young.
And Brian Murphy. I wish Brian Murphy would start making more videos, but he does a huge Facebook group now, so you can get him on there. You can get him on Aquascaping the World, and he posts a bunch of stuff onto Facebook, so you can still find him on Facebook.
I'm seeing like
I'm trying to think of who else.
The only ones I can think
really
of that stopped posting were Forest, Cichlid Man, and Cloud Aquariums. Those are the only two I can think of.
I think
Trying to think of other
Forrest,
fish YouTubers.
I think Forrest lives down near me.
Yeah, he's practically your neighbor, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then there
So I'm gonna
was
try to-
the
I
only
would be
other
more
one.
likely to get him to come back because I could like
You can
drive
go, like,
around and yell out the window.
I'll pick you up. I'll be there in 6 minutes. The only other one I could think of a fish YouTuber that was of any traction that quit. What was it, like Green Mountain Goldfish Girl or something like that? Trying to think of who else I can even think of that.
I don't know. I can think of a lot of people that I wish would stop making videos.
Hashtag salty Joel.
Oh, it's getting salty on a Friday. I kid. You know. Vexen Cat's got more salmon going into the smoker tonight. Nice. You know what's weird?
Snosser
I
block.
feel like it's almost sacrilegious to say this, but I don't know. I don't really like salmon all that much.
Smoked?
I just don't really like salmon all that much.
Smoked?
Salmon all that much.
Yeah, but you've got salmon, and then
Like
you have
I'm saturated.
smoked salmon.
I'm saturated. I've been in the saturated market.
I mean, you were a chef, so you probably had to make too much of it.
Yeah, I've been mix salmon in my face, you know, for look, man, I used to work at a big restaurant down on the water.
Smoked salmon?
Stop. I used to work at a restaurant where they would fly in the Copper River salmon in a helicopter, land it at the dock where the restaurant was on with the news. The news was there too. They would fly it in, and then they would bring it into the restaurant, and then we'd cut it up and start cooking it with the news there. I'm just kind of tired of salmon, and I'm not hugely. I'm just not into it at this point. I think having grown up in the area, I'm just like, dude.
I mean, I can take it or leave it when it's like.
But you get some Dungeness and some halibut, I will kick your door down and come in there and eat it.
I haven't felt that way about halibut.
If somebody was like,
but crab's pretty good.
If somebody had like a neon sign out front that said, I'm cooking fresh halibut and Dungeness crab in here right now, I might karate chop their door like a fireman. Give them a fireman kick. You know what I mean, Jim? Yeah, Jimmy showed up for the last 4 minutes of the show, which is good.
Someone says you worked at Ray's Boathouse.
Yes, I did work at Ray's Boathouse.
Yes.
Just like Chris Cornell. Oh. Yes. Which is weird. Actually, you know what?
Amazing.
You know what's weird? Like, I'd always heard about, because like everyone that worked there was always talking about how Chris Cornell worked there at one point. But there's like 300 people working there during the summer. So it's like, oh, really? It's really a rare club. You know what I mean? But they would always talk about how Chris Cornell worked there. And then actually I was listening to Mark Maron's WTF podcast. And he had Chris Cornell on there. And I actually heard him talking about the time that he worked at Ray's Boathouse. And I was like, what? It's real? And I just thought it was really stupid. But what turns out is really stupid is that he's dead now, and that sucks. I don't really know what to do now that Prince, Chris Cornell, David Bowie are all deceased. I don't really know what to do. What should I do? What do you think?
Probably get your fill of Elton John before he dies. I feel like he's on that. Everyone's going to be like, what? Like, he's on that list. It's going to happen sooner than it needs to.
G-Bear's asking what happened to the art piece with Chris Prince and who is the other. I'm still planning on doing them. I've had other projects come up.
Have you?
Yeah. I've literally put some of them on the show.
Which ones?
Like Big Shrimp, like Extra Shrimp. What is happening right now? I don't understand.
We're dueling.
54 Punchy says lingcod is 100 times better than salmon. I don't know if that's 100 times, but
I don't know that I've ever had lingcod, so
I'd go in for some lingcod right now. Jim, lingcod.
Lingcod.
Stat.
Yes, chef.
He ruined the audio, so now he has to get us lingcod.
that's right.
Dairy Queen's not going to do it. Did you get Dairy Queen? Is that what you did?
You got a root beer float.
Is that it? Did you get a burger or anything? Just root beer floats.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we ate all the cookies, so good luck.
No one has even come close to my last name. So far, people
Yeah,
think
what
it's-
was your
they
nickname?
think it's McNugget,
McNugget.
which is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. that's
Was
a
it
good
Ling
guess.
Cod?
It was not
Did they call you
Cod.
Did they call you Cordry the Ling Cod?
Nope.
Oh.
So, my name from my family growing up
Kasu Kori.
was Corny,
Corny.
which also was kind of derived from the high school name, which was Corn Dog.
Ah, corn dog.
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that because we actually had a fort where the
Made out of corn dog sticks.
no, it was a
Oh.
fort that was named Corn Dog.
The fort was named Corn Dog.
Yeah,
All right.
it's where the boys hung out, and maybe
Why not? Wouldn't it be like the corn dogs or just corn dogs?
did the kind of things that young teenagers, males would do, like
I wish it
fireworks and
was Roy Jenkins.
Jenkins didn't exist back then.
McElroy Jenkins.
That was still
pretty good.
EverQuest time while I was in high school. That would have been like community college time that Leroy Jenkins was going down.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, it's 5 o'clock. I want to say thanks to all the super chats for the day. Thanks for all the regular chats for the day. Thanks for everybody for making this a fantastic week. I'm doing my best to get out as much content as possible before we make a big giant trip to come meet y'all.
Meet you.
We're going international. So we're rocking and rolling. We got stuff going. We got to go cut some holes in a giant, ridiculously expensive aquarium. So
Tank's half full, and we
Tank's
got to
half
drill
full.
some holes in it.
we got to drill some holes in it and right?
Hope for the best.
We got to hope for the best. So hopefully everybody has a fantastic weekend out there. I'm glad that people didn't bring up all the nonsensical marijuana talk because of the date today. Thanks for not bringing that up. But if you are somebody who's into that, because it has happened to be the holiday here, I will remind you that
You should get
in
salmon
Washington
instead.
State, they're going to be extra DUI patrols and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, if you do partake in that nonsense, just don't be driving. Get somebody else to drive for you. Take care of yourselves, and hope to see you on the flippity flop. The flip flop, right?
Keep it real.
You don't want grizzle with my flip flop?
This is Corn Dog.